Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to be entertained, enlightened, and educated about men's secrets, and dating advices decoded as we dive into another episode of Men's Secrets Exposed podcast and show. Welcome back. Another show, another edition of Men's Secrets Exposed podcast. I am your host, comedy magician Dewayne Hill. Perform all over the country for various special events. Want to welcome you, hoping you're enjoying what we're doing and the content we've put out so far. Taping a brand new show, brand new episode. We have more episodes releasing every single week. Be sure to check us out on YouTube under our channel, which is Magic D TV. And just do a search for Men's Secrets Podcast. You can go to Facebook, Magic D TV also. We have a Facebook page where we're loading the episodes that you all can consume all the content and listen. Just search Magic D TV or Men's Secrets Podcast. We have our lovely female co-host coming back again, Miss Elle. Welcome back to the show.
Hello, everybody. Thank you.
All right, and we are going to jump right in. We got a lot of questions. I want to try to get as many done in this episode as we possibly can. First question right out of the gate. If a man is dating a woman with kids, why is it hard for those men to accept that the woman's kids come first?
I guess because they want to come first, would be what I think, but they...
What, the men?
Yeah,
the men want to come
first? But that, a grown man should know that if a woman has kids, especially as a single woman, they have to be her priority because she's not only worried about herself in a relationship, she's got to be worried about them too.
Okay, that's interesting. Believe it or not, it's not. I know that might be the default, and by some men, that is the default, that the men want to be the priority, right? But where this gets gray, and this is why the issue comes to a sticking issue when it comes to a man dating a woman that has kids, particularly if that man himself doesn't have kids, is that the man isn't necessarily looking at the priority as he just feels like he's left over.
Oh.
He gets left over.
Right.
Okay.
He doesn't get the best of, not the best, but he feels like he's getting scraps, I guess.
Right, and that's the issue. It's not so much that she's putting the kids before him as it is, okay, and I remember, the brief moment in time when I was in the dating world trying to deal with a woman that had a kid. And, I thought I could do it, and I quickly learned that I could not. And it's not so much that it was the kid that was before any plans or whatever. It's the fact that I'm very tight on my time. So if I talk to you on Sunday night and we agree, okay, we're going to meet Wednesday, right? And then Wednesday rolls around and I've had, Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, and I'm excited to see a particular person. And then Wednesday rolls around and then, guys get this text or they get this email or whatever about 2 o'clock that, hey, Sally's sick and I'm going to have to cancel tonight. Okay?
Yeah, because of the kid.
That's can be interpreted as he's angry because, the woman put her kid before him.
Right.
And it's not that at all. It's the fact of, it's like, here I could have done other things. I made sure that this time was prioritized for her, and now she's canceling because the kid is sick.
Oh.
And sometimes, it's like, is the kid really sick, or is it just she's worked really hard and she doesn't really want to game up and go out?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's where it becomes a thing. It's not, then of course on the other side too, women say, well, why can't men understand, a kid's sick, things happen, sometimes we got to cancel. Well, that's okay. But then it's like, when it's convenient, the expectation is the man is supposed to drop everything he's doing to be available for the single mom when she feels like she wants to go out.
I guess I can understand that.
Oh, that's how a man thinks. Yeah. That's how, at least, particularly a single man that doesn't have kids, it's like, okay, when you feel like going out is when you want me to take you out. And in the meantime, well, your kids come first, and you just have to deal with it.
Right. But now when...
It's like,
when they're away, when the kids are away or something else is going on and you want me, now it's on your terms.
Right. Now it's on your terms, it's on your timeline, it's on, well, now you're available. And God forbid, if that man is not available to see her when she wants to,
it's a problem.
Oh, not only is it a problem, but he could be completely iced.
That's true.
Or ghosted.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, oh, well, okay, well, you don't have time for me, or you can't understand that my kids are a priority. Well, it ain't even a question of your kids being a priority. Most men have a lot of common sense. Most men, okay? Most men have common sense. Your kids are a priority. We get it. Okay, that's cool, right? But it's like, don't be available to me when you feel like it, and when you don't feel like it, it's the excuse of, well, my kid's got soccer, or my kid is sick, or am I helping my kids with my homework, or, whatever. That's when the male team has a sticking point with it. I've learned, young cats out there, you listen to this podcast, you can do whatever you want. I've got a strong opinion about this. I learned very quick, if a woman has a child under 17 and you want to deal with it, that's on you. Because I never had the patience for it.
Right.
I just never had the patience for it. I just know that about myself, and I'm just cool. And so then there's this other question too that comes into. There's this other question too that comes into play. There's this other question too that comes into play of, it's like, okay, where exactly does he fit in?
Right. When what's his role, and how
in one aspect it's like, okay, he's I never wanted to be in a sticky situation like that, where if there's a kid, and say the kid is 7 or 8, and the kid has their dad or doesn't have the dad in their life, right? It's like, okay, there's the aspect of, you're the boyfriend, you're not the kid's father.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm not the kid's dad. So the man doesn't discipline the child. Or does he discipline the child?
Yeah, I can see that being a hard line to walk, and I think a lot of it's about expectations. I don't have children, so it's hard for me to say, but like with my sisters and stuff, like my nephew, we all have a hand in it, in disciplining him,
But that's family.
Exactly, that was going to be my point, But like, would I let my boyfriend, discipline my nephew or something like that, or my sister is married, but like, how does that come into play? They say it takes a village, right, but you've got to make sure that village has your child's best interest at heart, and it might be one thing if like the boyfriend saw the kid try to stick a fork in a socket or something and said no and took it away from him, but like that would be a very basic, okay, that's an okay discipline to make. But I think that's definitely a weird line to have to walk, when they're not your children.
And a lot of men, if they have been in a situation like that, they don't get in it anymore.
Right.
And, women think, they're out there in the dating world and, they're online dating or whatever. And it's like, well, I have a kid and men don't want to deal with it. Well, it's not that the fact that they don't want to deal with it. They just don't know.
Right.
They don't know what's the deal. It's like, okay, you want me to be the father figure when we go out as a family and go to McDonald's and pay for his Happy Meal.
Right.
But when he throws a temper tantrum, I'm not supposed to discipline him.
Right. And you're like, that's just sending mixed signals.
It's like, okay, so when it's good and it's beneficial, you can be the father figure. But when it comes to hard-nosed actual discipline. Hey, guys, thanks for listening. Wanted to jump in real quick. If you're digging what we're doing, it'd be much appreciated if you can help us. We're asking you to give us a little alley-oop to Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, Apple, or Sirius XM satellite radio. Let them know that you enjoy what we're doing and you would like to see it on their platform. They listen to the fans more than they would listen to me. So let them know. XM, Sirius Radio, Hulu, Amazon, Apple, Did I miss anybody? I don't think so. That's it. Okay, let them know. Thank y'all. Bye. And they say, no, you're not going to do that. Well, now that's a line that he shouldn't cross.
Right.
And, a lot of men they're very, as the saying goes, very binary. It's either yes or it's no. It's either he's in or he's out. And this fine towing the line of, well, he's in when it helps, but when it's something I'm not comfortable with, he doesn't do that.
Right.
And men don't know where that line is.
Right, and without very clear and concise communication, and which would have to be consistent and ongoing communication too, which could be difficult to manage. I don't see how there could be a comfort level,
Yeah. So then my question to this, as a man, and this is very interesting to hear what you have to say. If a man is dating a woman, right, that has kids,
mm-hmm.
he is supposed to understand that her kids come first. Yes?
Okay, yeah.
You agree with that?
Yeah. To an extent, I guess. Like, not what we talked about earlier, where she can use them as an excuse, but to where she does have a duty to protect them and care for them.
Okay. So then here's my question. Why is it when it's the other way around, that same degree of tolerance isn't the same?
Like if a man's putting his kids first?
Right. If a man puts his kids above the girlfriend, it's major friction.
Right. It's jealousy. That's what it is. Because
I
know, and women are.
Well, now,
women are.
Now, wait a minute. Now, door can't swing both ways. Now,
I know.
I mean, now, no. Come on. Now, I'm asking point blank. Why is it cool for the woman to say, "Look, my kids come first," and he's supposed to accept that, but if it's his kids come before her, there's major friction.
Well, because she's associating his kids with their mother, and then he must still be putting their mother first in some way.
Wait a minute. Wait, whoa, hold up, back up. You're telling me in the female brain, okay, my homeboy says the global mother female brain,
yep.
Right? Okay, you're telling me in the female brain, if the man puts his kids before the girlfriend interprets that as he still has feelings for his ex-wife, or ex, or baby's mama,
playing a bigger and more significant role in his life. Because typically, and this is not always true, typically the mother is the primary caregiver. So in a woman's mind, it's going to be like, oh, well, he's going to always be on her time, because of the kids, and he's going to drop and go running anytime that she calls because of the kids. And so it's, it's a jealousy issue, not against the kids, but against their mom.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, male brain here, right? Mac operating system. I'm having a short circuit because I don't see the connection. I don't see how, how they say, like, man, how we have boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused as to how the kids' box is directly connecting to the baby mama's box when the man ain't got feelings for baby mama anymore.
I think it's more of just like this aspect of she'll always be part of your life, and that's hard for some women to deal with, especially women that don't have kids.
Okay, so in other words, if a woman's out there, she doesn't have kids, she's dating a man that has kids, it's not the friction that she has potentially with the kids, it's the fact that the girlfriend feels the baby mama will come before her because of the kids. So really, the kids ain't got nothing to do with it.
Right. Exactly.
What in the world?
It's complicated. You said the door couldn't swing both ways, but it does. It does, and I don't know why. I don't get it either.
Okay.
I just know that's how it is.
All right. Oh, okay. So you don't get it. So if you put that out on paper and drew that out, Would that make sense to you?
No, it doesn't make any sense. I just know that that's, I just know that that's how it works. I didn't say it was right.
Lord have mercy. Men, are you listening to this? So the girlfriend, if you have your kids and you are not a deadbeat dad and you're putting your kids before her, the girlfriend is potentially interpreting that as you still have feelings for your ex.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and because the ex has the kids, she'll always have you.
And women don't like that.
Right. We don't want to share. Have you met us? We don't like to share.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. It's like, what do you even say to that?
It's just one of those.
I mean, I'm looking at the male team. This guy, I'm looking at the brothers, the fellas, bros, my dogs out there. You got kids. I don't know what to tell y'all on that, brother.
Gotta get a woman with kids or somebody who's, aware enough about herself that she's easygoing with it. There'll be people, be women out there that are like, I understand, especially women that have kids or have close-knit families like that. But, there are definitely going to be women that are like, nope, if I can't be your priority, then I don't want it.
So you're admitting that there's a serious double standard.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No question.
What in the world? What in the world? What in the world? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm just dumbfounded at that. Leave your comments and what you have to say about this in the comments wherever they might be, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, on the podcast episode page. Leave them wherever. We're going to read them. I'm going to share them with the other hosts. Very, very interesting. Next question. Wow. My brothers. Wow. Okay. All right. So next question. Why do men always wait till the last minute to do things?
Oh, I'm going to have to
be
a little biased on this one because that drives me crazy. I think it is this idea of, well, I got this. I can do that. It's going to be easy. Why do you keep bothering me about it? You know, and then at the end, it always, 99 times out of 100, takes longer than y'all thought it was going to.
Yes.
But I think that's what it is. It's this, I can take care of that, no big deal. This sense of being able to get things done and do it quickly.
Uh-huh. Well, I could say I know I'm guilty of this a lot. I'm guilty of thinking I can do a lot of things in 10 minutes. Right. I think I can get this done in 10 minutes, and it takes longer than 10 minutes. I know I'm guilty of that for sure. A lot of things, too. You remember the episode we taped where we were talking about a lot of things with men falls in the category of giving?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to that, if it's out of the category of it's a given or it's an absolute necessity, men sometimes are very guilty of, we'll get to it when we get to it, because they're focusing a lot of their energy and focus on those top 4 or 5 categories of giving.
Okay.
Food in the fridge,
roof on the
house is paid for. House is paid for. We got a place to stay when it's raining. Okay.
Right.
Car is somewhat dependable, right? And we got cable.
Right.
So those are about
sports center.
Those are about those given. Anything outside of those givens is like, okay, yeah, it needs to be done, and I will get to that eventually.
But it's not a priority.
And again, they fall victim of, I can do it in 10 minutes anyway. I'll do it in 10 minutes, and then it's not, and it's like 2 hours, Right. I grew up with a dad that thought he could do every weekend project in one Saturday.
Oh yeah.
And
Yep.
No, it was 2 or 3 months, and which made me very anti-handy. To this day, I don't do handiwork. Right. I call a handyman in a heartbeat. I don't do handiwork. Yes, that is definitely in the category of outsourcing. I will contract a handyman in a heartbeat. and won't think twice about it. So we're going to wrap up this episode. Ladies, thank you for listening. I'm still dumbfounded about this whole kids baby mama thing. That is a trip to me. Leave your questions. Call in your questions, 813-534-0169. Text in your questions, 813-534-0169. We will get to your questions as fast as possible. You can leave a comment, leave whatever you want to say. We'll read them. I'll pass them along to the other co-host. We all might jump in. Elle might jump in and answer you, or something like that. If you want, we might reach out to you when you have a question and see if you want to actually ask your question while we're actually live on the air. So that will be up to you. But leave your question, 813-534-0169. Call in your question, leave a voicemail, 813-534-0169. We will play your voicemail and get your questions answered. Check us out on all the social platforms. YouTube page is Magic DTV. Just look for the men's podcast show. It will be listed. Go to Facebook, Magic DTV, for the men's podcast. If that's where you want to consume it, you can listen to us all your favorite platforms when it comes to your podcast. Thank everybody for listening. We appreciate it. Elle, anything else you want to sign off with?
Good. I'll see you guys next time.
All right. Thank everybody for listening. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good day. Bye.